Hey, welcome to Talk Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about you know it, but you don't do it. And how that relates to what we're talking about today is you know what you have to do with your money, but you that's not what's stopping you. All right. So stay tuned. Hey. All right. So welcome to Talk Tuesday. Let me get my comments up. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, before I came live, really quick, I got my little bag here. Before I came live, I had used my computer, but I took it to a different location. So I'm sitting here, I'm ready to go, and then I'm like, "Oh, I can't." My camera's not hooked up. My battery actually right now my this is not even charged up for the battery. Hi. So I'm like, "Oh man." But I have 41%. I don't talk long enough to run through 41%. But I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So you see, I'm not even situated right. I was hurrying up. I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm not a late person. So I'm like, mm-mm. So yeah, so today we are continuing on this month's topic, real life financial literacy, where we're talking about a lot of different things. And we're going to talk about you know it, but you don't do it. Hi. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. So we're going to go over, um, you know, 5 things that you know or that are stopping you, like that you know what to do, but because of this, you're not doing it. You're not enhancing your finances. So there's ways, things you could be doing, but you're not doing it because why? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about those reasons. So my number one thing, and before I start, hold on, I'm sorry. See, I'm all over the place because I came straight in like, I gotta set up. And I was here. I had plenty of time to do it. I'm just getting myself together. But I want to introduce myself. So if you're new here, I am Coach D, your financial coach, and I want to help you to reach and exceed your financial goals while still enjoying life in the process. If this is your first time at Talk Tuesday is our weekly segment where we go over tips to help you enhance your finances. If you've been here before, welcome back. Glad to have you back. All right. So, one thing that you could be doing is you don't have a system that supports your knowledge. So, you could know what you should be doing with your finances. So, all right, I know I need to have a budget. I know I need to save. I know I need to pay off my debt. We know these things. I know this is what I have to do to improve my finances. And what's stopping me? I don't really have a system in place. So, what might a system be? A system for your budget. You might not have created that budget. You know you have to have one, or you know you should have one. This is going to help you to reach your financial goals, but you haven't created it. You know that you need to save, but you haven't, set a plan for your savings. What's going on with your savings? Your debt. You know you need to pay it off, but you haven't, done anything to help yourself to pay that off. So you, without a system, you're like, oh, let's see, what do I remember to do this time? Without your budget, it's like I'm thinking, I remember I have to pay this, I have to pay this. I know I want to save this much. I know, I had this much extra, but this is what you're thinking. Without a system in place, you don't know what you should be doing. You don't know, oh, because you didn't look, because you don't have a system. I don't know that, this month I get paid 3 times. Maybe I can do some other things that could help me, or maybe this month I had a bill coming out that comes out quarterly, and I didn't realize that this was the month that it was going to hit. So, not having that system in place, things like that could throw you off. And, the extra pay one month could be awesome. Doesn't throw you off in a bad way, but it throws you off in a way that you could have planned accordingly and done things, better, but it could throw you off on the other end of, I didn't know that something was going to come out this month that I pay quarterly or I pay annually because I don't have a system in place. So, another example could be like, let's say I'm in my mind, I wanted to save. I'm so set on saving, but I don't have a system in place. So the money didn't go directly to my savings account. The money, stayed in my checking account after I got paid. And then what did I do? I'm out as I should be, enjoying life, living life, and I spent the money. So now I don't have it to put into my savings. So, Or you could be, or I completely forgot to move it to my savings and now I've spent, I was only looking at my checking account, so I didn't realize that what I had in there had things to do with it. So then ultimately that didn't save. You weren't able to save. So that's an example of the number one thing I was saying was, you know what to do, but you didn't do it. And that could be because you don't have a system in place. I'm saying I know what I have to do, but I haven't created a system to do those things. Number two, I have you're avoiding what feels uncomfortable. And this is another one. This one goes like, deeper, deeper than you might realize. So, you know you have debt you want to pay off. Again, you have savings that you want to do. You should be paying attention to your spending. And but thinking about it is like, oh, this is a lot. This is a lot to think about. I'm trying to do this, I'm working on this, I'm planning on doing this is coming up. So you can't think about paying that debt off because my mind is focused on something else. So thinking about, doing this now, it makes me like uncomfortable because I have so much I have to do and so much I want to do. I don't want to think about that right now. So that not doing it because it feels uncomfortable in the situation you're in or the moment you're in, a lot of times will stop you because I'll do that later. I'll think about that later. I'll get started later. Or you might say, "Oh, let me just really quick, let me just check really quick." So checking really quick, you don't see much, you're not paying attention to detail, you're quick looking at, maybe the balance you have or, you know, not seeing the full picture. So you can't I know sometimes it gives you a headache. It does give you a headache, but you know what gives you a bigger headache? When you think you're gonna do something and it doesn't work out as planned. It could be, maybe you don't have enough money for it, or like I spoke about that bill you didn't know was coming up because you weren't tracking it, you didn't have that system, came out and it took away the money that you thought you were doing something with. That's an even bigger headache. Or if you didn't even have the money in there and now you couldn't pay what was coming out plus what you wanted to do. So, but it finances can give you a headache, but once you get into it and you have that system in place, it's easier. Yes. So, don't set yourself up for the temporary relief. You just, I'm just going to, do this really quick. I'm going to go peek. I'm going to peek and see what's in my account. So don't avoid what's uncomfortable for you. That's another one reason why we know what to do, but we don't do it because it feels uncomfortable. So number one was I know what to do, but I'm not doing it because I don't have a system in place. Number two, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it because it just feels uncomfortable. I don't feel like that right now. I'm going to start later, you know? So number three, I have down here, I get anxiety, not a headache. Oh, and that happens. That happens. So I would say, if it gives you anxiety, then set like a time and always look at a certain time. Sometimes we get anxiety and we're looking, and that could, stress us out because sometimes we're looking and nothing has changed. But we just, oh, let me go check. Oh, let me go check. You know what I mean? So that can happen too. From looking too much too. That could be something. So, maybe you set like, okay, I'm going to check at this time and this time, or I'm going to check on this day, or on this day, I'm going to check my bank accounts. On this day, I'm going to check my credit card bank accounts. On this day, I'm going to check my credit score. You know what I mean? Set it up so that, and also I would write it down too, so you can kind of see the change. Because sometimes we're building ourselves up and we're allowing ourselves to get worked up because we're expecting it to be like something bad that we're going to see. And if by chance we don't remember what we already seen or what we recently seen, we might think that something changed and maybe it didn't change. Oh, I thought I messed myself up with this, but you didn't. You know what I mean? But maybe you don't remember. So definitely you don't want to just write it down. I would say write it down. Like, okay, this is. But I think later on I'm going to talk about goals. But just write down. This is what I saw, or this is what I've seen. This is what I plan to. I'm planning for, or whatever it might be. But oh, I'm sorry to hear about the anxiety. Do you think that? All right. So I have on here number three. Number three. You know what to do, but you don't do it because you think everything needs to be perfect. This is a big one. This is a lot of things. A lot of times this will affect you because you think it needs to be perfect, and that's holding you up from getting started because why? It's not perfect. So you feel like, oh, I need the perfect budget. A budget will never be perfect, but a budget, once you create it and you're looking at it and you're working it, it will be usable and it will work for you perfectly. It won't be perfect, but it will work for you. So let's say I make my budget, for example, let's say if I'm bringing in 5,000 a month, my expenses are 4,000 a month. And I have decided that I'm going to put 1,000 into savings. Now, of course, there may be different times I might be saving towards different things, but I have said it that it's going to be savings in some manner. It could be my vacation account, could be my mercy account, could be my um, you know, house repair account, whatever it might be. So just thinking of that 5,000 income, 4,000 expenses, 1,000 savings. Now, let's say we in our mind we want it to be perfect. Something could come up, maybe something happens with your vehicle that wasn't in the plan. The savings for this month wasn't for vehicle. So now my budget is no longer perfect, right? And this is a good example. So it's not perfect. However, I can pull from that thousand to get my car repaired, but I still was able to pay my expenses. The difference of the thousand I was able to put into savings still. My budget wasn't perfect, as in it didn't go as it was planned. However, it still worked. Me knowing what I was doing with my finances, me having that plan, me knowing that I had that thousand that I always save, I'm able to use that. So your budget can work perfectly for you, not necessarily perfect, if that makes sense. I hope I explained that well and it makes sense because we expect you're not going to have the same month every month. Things are going to happen, things are changing with especially prices of things are changing. What might be for, of course, gas. Whatever you're spending on gas, that's probably different every time you fill your gas tank up. When you go to the store, the grocery shop, what you're spending is going to be more. And it can fluctuate, what I just said, the example I just used, you can do that the same way. You had your thousand per se for savings, but now it costs me more for gas. But guess what? I could just pull from that thousand. But that's why we need to know what we have, the cushion we have, because maybe we don't have that thousand. Maybe you're someone who might have, 4,000 or 5,000 coming in, and then your expenses are 4,900 and you only have like a 100 cushion. So for you, building that savings and putting that 100 in each time until something happens, that will be your benefit so that if something were to happen, you actually have a savings to pull from. Maybe you don't have as much, each month available. So, don't slow yourself down for waiting for the perfect or waiting for the right time. That's another one too, waiting for the right time. Oh, I'm going to wait. I'm going to, start saving after I get my taxes back. Or I'm going to save after what's something people always say, I'm save after. I'm going to save after I pay something off. You know what I mean? So don't always have a reason why you're going to do it. If you've been saying to yourself, "Oh, I'm going to increase my, what I'm putting into my IRA or into my retirement account or what I'm, you know what I mean? Don't just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. If you know financially you have it, the time is now. That see, perfect. The time is now. Just do it. Just do it because the time you're delaying doing it is the time the money could have been building or whatever you wanted to do, whatever that thing might have been. Do it now. Do it now because it's never going to be the perfect timing. And so we'll overthink it, we'll delay it, I'm going to start and then never start. Then we look back a whole year goes by and be like, oh, I'm for real this time. I'm really going to start. Just do it. Just do it. Once you think about it, just set your plan to get started. How can I get started? Just take it out of your head. And I love writing things down because writing it down helps me process it. So I'm writing it down. All right. So I wanted to increase. Okay. So what do I need to do first? I need to see, how do I go about that? So if I, for example, for retirement at your place of employment, all right. So who do I contact to increase this? Or, who do I contact to find out how what my password is. Maybe I need to get in and log in and do it myself. So just immediately find out what steps you need to take and do it. That was perfect. The time is now. Yes, because you do not want to be stuck because you think it has to be perfect. All right, the number four thing I have is we know it, but we don't do it. Why? Because we haven't connected our money to a goal. And this is, I thought I was going to talk about goals today. So, yes, so we haven't connected to a goal. I am a huge fan for goals. So, for goals, we have to set our goals because what? That's helping us to make sure we're doing what we want to do for ourselves. We're not thinking about, just right now. Of course, we're living for the now. We want to enjoy the now, but we also need to think about the future. What are things that we want that maybe we can't do right now? Okay, so not saying right now doesn't matter, as I said, because what I always say to you, I want to help you to reach and exceed your financial goals while still enjoying life in the process. Because some people are either focusing on the now only or focusing on the future only. So I like to help you so that you can do both at the same time. So, let's say I say I'm going to be saving. What am I saving for? I need that goal. Okay, so maybe I've shared on a couple lives, you know, if you remember. I want to be getting what I'm going to be, not want to be, going to be getting my dream vehicle in a couple of years. I've already set the year I'm planning to do it. I've already begun saving for it. I know what I need to do, right? So I've set that goal. So now I've the car I have now is paid off, so I have money available to put into savings. So what do I do first? First, I decide how much do I want to save, right? How often am I going to save? Am I going to save it once a month? Am I going to save weekly? Am I going to save bi-weekly? This is what you have to do when you set your goals because you have to make it so that you can actually achieve it. Again, things might happen that might delay things, but having your goals and having them structured will make it easier for you to reach them. So, what your goal might be? Your goal might be, because mine's a larger one that might be harder to explain, but let's say your goal might be to take a vacation. Your vacation might be $2,000. So you need to know when are you planning to go on vacation? You're going to need to know, what all the expenses might be. Are you going to a resort? Are you going to be staying in a hotel? Is food included? How are you getting there? Is it the car? Would you need gas? Would it be an airplane? Do you have to pay for luggage? Is it going to be a train? Do you have to pay for parking when you get there? So you have to kind of think of whatever your financial goal is, fully think about it, once again, write it down. But, just think about the whole picture. So having the whole picture, thinking about the whole picture will make it so that you can achieve this goal, smoothly. So I'm thinking of all of the things. And again, I might plan to do this by January 1st. And then something might happen. It might be January 2nd. But guess what? It'll be very, very close to when you plan on it as long as you're planning accordingly and not wait till the last minute. Make sure it's something that you can really achieve. So if I know I only have let's say $100 left every month, then I know it's going to take me a couple of months to get to that unless something else happens. So you have to think about it like that because when you don't have a goal, your progress is like, what's my progress? I don't know because I don't know what I'm working towards. If I had that goal, I know, oh, I'm doing good. I'm halfway there. You know, if I don't have the goal, then what's keeping me motivated? What's keeping me motivated? Oh yeah, I got 500. What are we gonna do with the 500? So that's another thing about giving every dollar a job. I need to know that this money is for my vacation. This money is for my emergency. This money is for my new furniture. This money is for whatever it might be. And I'm not sure. I don't know if I was on a guest on someone's YouTube, not their YouTube, on their podcast, and it will air on YouTube. I'm not sure when, and when it does air, I will have it. I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time this ever happened. I'm going to try to link it to my YouTube so that the uh, podcast can share to my page also. But we'll see. If it doesn't happen, then I'll get the link so I can share it with you all so you can check it out if you're interested. And but on there, I was talking about me beginning to save, right? to save for, okay, so this is, I just wanted to, a savings goal I just created. So another one, because I have more than one savings goal, right? So this is 100 envelopes. Basically, they're not like envelopes, but they're just different things. So I just put it together. I ordered it, and because I'm someone who I like to see it, so I got that. I'm working towards my goal. I've already decided what my goal amount is. I have decided how much I have to put in each envelope or section to reach that goal. So that's what I mean about setting that goals, giving your money a clear goal. I'm going to do it. I know what this is for. I know what happens when this is full, right? All right. So the last one. So you know what to do, but you don't do it. Why? Number 5, big one, and this is the one that most people won't admit. I saw it and I was gonna get it, and we can do it together. Get it and we can do it together. Regardless of, what you're saving for or what I'm saving for, we can motivate each other. Okay, I'm at envelope 3, or I'm at envelope 6, whatever, Did you put anything in your envelope? Yes, get it. Get it so that we can talk about it. Absolutely. I love it. And I was thinking about doing something where I was like, first I'm like, I'm gonna just get a bunch of them and then get a group of people and we'll do it together. But I'm like, they have to want to do it. They have to want to do it. So yeah, everyone could get their own and then they can do it. I might do that too. Yes, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Then we can check in. We can check in. It could be something where we're just like, I can be like, okay, what envelope are you on? Because what I don't want you to do is get it, throw it in the corner, and forget about it. Right? So I'm gonna say, nope, we get this, so we can see, we're checking our progress. And I haven't set an end date on it because I want to see, my progress, how I go with it. But I have set what I'm trying to reach or what I'm going to reach. I have set the amount I'm going to put in each envelope, and I've set when I'm the date I'm starting, well, the pay date I'm starting. So yeah, so definitely get it. Let me know. The end result will definitely be worth it. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Regardless of what your amount is, you can decide to put the same amount in each envelope. You can decide to put different amount in each envelope. It could be your goal could be just to fill the envelopes up. Okay. After it's full, put it in a corner, forget about it. That's right. No, but then have a goal for it. That's gonna help you to work to fill it up. And so you're planning what you're going to do with it once it's full. Yes. I love it. I'm glad I showed it to you guys. All right. So the last one, you haven't made a real decision to change, right? It's like I thought about it. I do need to get my finances together, or I do need to increase my credit score, or I do need to build my savings, or I do need to pay off this debt. And I'm talking about it, I'm talking about it, and I keep saying I need to. I'm thinking about it, and stuff is happening. Yes, yes, yes. But I haven't fully said, this is what I'm going to do. This is changing. I'm going to do something different. So without that decision, it's temporary. It's just like, oh yeah, I said I'm gonna do it. I did it. I did it. And the next month, I'm gonna get back to it next month. So don't think about it. Just go ahead and do it. Just like we said earlier, what was that comment? The time is now. The time is now. Decide that I'm talking about it. I'm interested in. I'm thinking about it. I'm doing it for a second. But no, this is it. This is it. The time is now. Make that decision to really have the change. Yes, and start a new one. I like that. I like that. And guess what? I I show you this one, but I didn't show you another one. I actually have 2. I got a second one. This one's gonna be that one is for my son. So for him, I've actually already started it. Already started. I got him a little 20 in there. So this one, me and his father are gonna do together. So I'm gonna do all the even numbers. He's gonna do all the odd numbers. And then once it's full, we're gonna open up his first bank account. So that's the goal for that one. So yeah, that's right. Get a new one. That's right. All right. So those were the 5 I wanted to tell you all about today. So if you were listening today to 5 of the reasons why I know what to do with my finances and how to enhance my finances, but I'm not doing it, you know, it's time to get real. It's time to get serious. It's time to get started and, get the information and get started. Let's see. Awesome. Thank you. I'm like, it popped out. I know, like so when there's a new comment, my screen moves. So I'm like, where's it at? Yes. Thank you for saying that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. And you see, I already put one in his. I said, let's get started right now. We said we're going to start May 1st, but I'm like, let me put it in right now. But this is when you start. So I'm glad you're here. I hope this was something that motivated you. You've been saying you're going to, do it. You know what to do, but you haven't done it. So now it's time to do it. And if you just, you want to get clear on more things, as always, I always invite you to download my free 5-minute financial help check, which is a 3-page download that will help you get started, to get clear on where you're at, what you need to work on, what you're doing good with, and, fully give you the clear picture. So now I'm clear on this. Now I can move forward. All right. So I will see you all next week for our last live of the month. Let me see. I believe this. Yep. Next week will be the last live of the month. And I'm not even going to tell you the topic. I was going to say this topic, but I'm not. I'll save it. But yeah, I hope this helps you. Let's see. I forgot my reflection questions. How about that? All right. So the first reflection question I will leave you with: what do I already know but I haven't applied? What do I already know but I haven't applied? Of course, this is about our finances. What do I already know but I haven't applied? There's something that you know that you haven't applied. Think about that, write it down, or just think about it. The second question I will leave you with: where am I starting and stopping? Most people, that's our savings. I'm going to put it in there. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm going to use that money for this, or, but everyone could be different. For most people, it's savings. But think about that. Where am I starting and stopping with my finances? All right. I hope this live was helpful. We went a little long today, but I hope it was helpful. Truly, it is my desire to always help you enhance your finances each week while we're here at Talk Tuesday. All right. If you've missed any, we've been going for a few years. I think I started in 21. So in 21, I started on Instagram going live every week. And then in 23, I started going on YouTube. So YouTube, I have an Instagram, I believe, delete them after 30 days or something like that. But on YouTube, I have over 300 videos. So if ever you need to learn about a different topic or want to learn about a different topic, visit the YouTube page, Enhancing Your Finances, and watch different videos. All right. Have a great evening. Continue to enjoy Financial Literacy Month. We have one more live in Financial Literacy Month. If you're on my email list, I have been blowing you guys up this month. And crazy as it is, I have had some people unsubscribe from my email list. I said, excuse me. But because it's Financial Literacy Month, so I'm like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. So I've been sending a little more emails than I normally do. But excuse me, you would have joined the email list if you didn't want to know about it. But yeah, so anywho, for financial literacy, I've been sending an email on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I always send you your Monday motivation on the email. Normally, there's no Monday or there's no Wednesday and Saturday email, but I always send a Monday motivation. Then I have the weekly newsletter on Thursdays. So I usually have 2 emails. This month I have 4. Let's see. Thank you and have a good night. You're welcome. You have a good night too. Thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you. You too. All right. I appreciate you for being here, staying here with me. And again, I hope this will help you to enhance your finances. And I will see you here next week, same place, right here on YouTube.